Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to God is Good podcast. This is your boy Tim, aka Fantastic, better known as Fantastic Sits on TikTok. And today we are going into Proverbs 19. We have been doing this for the past couple days, man, and I've been very excited. We just got through doing a podcast testimony with Russia, and so we finally finished that up. Like, I'm so glad we finally finished it up. I feel like, man, it's just been a blessing to like do this because one of the pastors, one of the leaders in our church, he said the word this year for 2025 is thrive. And honestly, like I'm starting to see like the thrive in it. Like I'm really starting to see it. All glory go to God. So anyway, let's hop into Proverbs 19. I love Proverbs. Let's like I read some of it before we even hopped in. So I think 19 is a little bit shorter. Um, I'm over here on MSG version because I was doing some work. Uh, so this is Proverbs 19. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my phone because actually I like when I had my phone out, like I really had everything broken down. Like I don't know, I just love breaking it down. Earlier today we was in at church. We was in Habakkuk. I didn't even know there was a book in the Bible. I didn't. There's some really good stuff in there, y'all. Y'all should check it out for real. Check out Habakkuk. Just it really explains like it gives you some insight on why we have all these disasters going on. Things with like New Orleans, things with that's going on with um the terrorist attacks and stuff. So yeah, man, I feel like I could really do this. I can make like 10 videos tonight, no lie, y'all. And I just got through watching Gladiator 2, and it was a good movie, but I was getting sleepy. But now I'm fired up. So anyway, let's start off. We're gonna read the whole thing and say, "Better to be poor and honest than to be dishonest and a fool." Uh, this is true, y'all, because I'm just going ahead and say, like, I think one thing that people told me that they like about me is my honesty. That's why my podcast is straight up like being transparent. It's all about being authentic because I found out like being honest is like, it's just better to be honest. And I used to be the biggest liar. But it's better to be poor and honest than to be dishonest and a fool. And that's true. Being honest can take you a long way. Enthusiasm without knowledge is no good. Haste makes mistakes. Look at that word haste. Uh, let's look up the word haste. Love breaking down stuff. Or, you know what? Let's just hit the MSG version. Hit the MSG version. As a matter of fact, I can go there now. Usually I wouldn't put it in because um take forever. But ignorant zeal is worthless. Haste make waste. What is haste? So we need to find out what is haste. Haste meaning. What does that mean? To hurry, to urge quickly, or to move with speed. So, see, I thought that's what it meant. I'm tripping. Um, so enthusiasm without knowledge is no good. So it's saying being quick on your feet, make mistakes, which is I find that to be something that I actually been working on. I usually am the type that consider myself a go-getter, and uh, this year I just been really focused on processing everything and like asking the Lord before I do stuff. Cause when you do stuff on a quick every time, like you're gonna make mistakes. Have you ever been like in a hurry to go somewhere and you always like you'll forget something? You know, you be in a hurry to get somewhere and you may uh either get a speeding ticket, you may forget something at home, people get into wrecks, you may forget whatever. I've done it so many times, trying to go to work, hurrying and stuff, and trying to, just because I want to get a better parking spot at work, or not to be on time, but to, like, get a better parking spot, and I forget my coffee. But this can also make you have mistakes in very important stuff as well. I could have got into a wreck and been late to work. People ruin their lives by their own foolishness, and they are angry at the Lord. There's been so many times in my life where I've been angry at God, especially like when I go, like, in the past when I have went to jail because I decided to be a fool and continue to drink and get a DUI, and then I'm angry at God. Why you allow this? Why you allow me to lose my job and stuff? I'm trying. It's like, that's my own foolishness, falling from the flesh, and you know, that what people do that. It's crazy that this is in the Bible, in Proverbs. Is this is the most wisest stuff. Like, um you really don't need no one to tell you when you're reading the Bible. You don't even People don't have to tell you this. Because you could just read the Bible and it's all right there. All the wisdom you need. It's good to have fellowship though, but the wisdom is there in Proverbs. Wealth makes many friends, poverty drive them all away. Ain't that's the truth? Uh, how many times we seen on people put on Facebook statuses? Oh, see, when I got money and stuff, or I'm doing good, I got everybody want to be my friend. But then when you down on your, what, nobody don't want to be around you. It's right there. It's right here. For like, don't. Some people really think that some of this stuff that people saying on social media is like so new. It ain't. This stuff been here for years, for years, for years. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Remember that song, Mike Jones? It's true though. It's true. Uh, a false witness will not go unpunished, nor will a liar escape. I don't think I said it fair, but a false witness will not go unpunished, nor will a liar escape. Many seek favors from a ruler. Everyone is a friend of a person who gives gifts. It's true. The relatives of the poor despise them. How much more will their friends avoid them? Though the poor leads will plead with them, their friends are gone. To acquire wisdom is to love yourself. People who cherish understanding will prosper. We need to really focus on this. Like, I say this is for all the people who are single. You ever heard the term, you gotta love yourself first before you can love anyone else? You gotta love yourself first in order to make change. You gotta love yourself first in order to blah 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 A through Z, A B C one. What they say, A through Z? Yeah, there you go. To acquire wisdom is to love yourself. So if you love yourself, you like basically to acquire wisdom is to love yourself. So if you love yourself, you're gonna acquire wisdom. If you love yourself the right way, not saying don't become not no selfish love, but if you love yourself as in you love yourself because you know that God loves you. because you love yourself, because you love God. Because when you love God, when you really start to love God, you're gonna start to love yourself. Um, and that's why they say you gotta love yourself first before loving anyone else. Because really, in all reality, you gotta, in order to love yourself first, you gotta love God. And when you love God, you're gonna acquire wisdom. And when you acquire wisdom, you love yourself. So to acquire wisdom is to love yourself. Um, Man, I don't even know how I got in Proverbs 19. I mean 20. Cause I was trying to read 19. I'm gonna make sure I ain't mess this up. I'm just gonna hit the MSG on this, cause I could be wrong. And I'll accept fault if I took that wrong. Grow a wise heart. You'll do yourself a favor. Keep a clear head. You'll find a good life. Grow a wise heart. You'll do yourself a favor. So doing yourself a favor is still loving yourself. No. Yeah. But I actually like the MSG version. Grow a wise heart. You'll do yourself a favor. Keep a clear head. You'll find a good life. That's good. See, who need Buddha? Ain't it? Not sound like some like some new positive thinking words of affirmations. Like, who need Buddha when you got God? You got His words right here. Buddha is just a fake copy of God's word. Not knocking, you know. I would say my God ain't Buddha, you know. But Buddha got his words from God. Even Buddha said, but I'm not a Buddhist. And no offense to the Buddha people, but that's not my God. My God is Yahweh. A false witness will not go unpunished. A liar will be destroyed. It isn't right for a fool to live in luxury, or for a slave to rule over princes. Um, let's see what that means right there. Sometimes you just gotta hit that compare. MSG save blockhead. Blockheads. Okay, that's funny. Blockheads shouldn't live on an easy street any more than workers should give orders to their boss. Basically saying don't be backwards. Sensible people control their temper. They earn their respect by overlooking wrongs. I have found this to be very helpful in my marriage. For real. Um, I found that to be very helpful in my marriage and also in life. When I control my temper, when I control my action, when I use the stop method, and I'm gonna make a video on that because I think that's a really good topic. But and I think I talked about it in my other video. But when I learned to stay in control of my feelings and not, submit to my flesh, I earn more respect from my wife. I earn more respect from others. But when you so snappy, people ain't gonna respect you. The king anger is like a lion roar, and his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish child is a calamity to a father. A quarrelsome wife is annoying as constant tripping. He really said that. Hey, sometimes you find stuff in the Bible and you're like, what? You said that for real? No, don't go to your wife. Send that verse. She get on your nerves. If she get on your nerves. So it's basically saying a parent is warned to a frazzle by irresponsible child. A nagging spouse is like a leaking faucet. It's true. Let me copy that right there to my wife. Oh man, nah. I kid, I kid. I'm gonna show her though, for real. But I ain't gonna be like, this you. I'm just like, can you believe it said that in the Bible? Hint, hint. Not just playing. Cause guess what? Say father can give their son an inheritance of houses and wealth, but only the Lord can give an understanding wife. So there got the answer right there. Houses and lands handed down from parents. Basically, that's what it's saying. But a congenial spouse comes straight from God. So understanding wife, you know, this outside of nagging. Nah, but a wife that understand, like, that come from God. And God, my wife, man, I just love the text message I got from her. She was like, okay, like she knew I was making a video and she's understood. She's been very supportive of that. So thank you, Jenny. I really appreciate that, babe. Um, Lazy people sleep soundly, but idleness leaves them hungry. So this speaks to me because I like to sleep, y'all. And this is why I haven't been making much YouTube content the past couple months because I've been lazy. Idleness leaves me hungry. Like I ain't putting, I'm not getting fulfilled. I'm not reading my words. I'm being lazy. Um, and then it's just like I still like, man, I need God word, and I need to be doing something. So I appreciate y'all just coming in and checking out my videos for real. Keep the commandments and keep your life. Despising them leads to death. Better read them commandments, because when he say about keep your life, he's not talking about here just on earth. This is like after life, after death. But when you despise them, it leads to death, spiritual death, and like yeah, so on death. If you help the poor, you are lending to the Lord, and He will repay you. Y'all ever heard that thing? Oh, if I help them, God will help me. Will pay it back. Don't do it just because God will do it though. Do it because you care. Discipline your children while there is hope. Otherwise, you will ruin their lives. If they didn't say that, I see, man, this is why I say this is full wisdom. Again, in the Bible. Discipline your children while there is hope. So right now, discipline your children's or children. Otherwise, you will ruin their lives. There's so many kids that are not disciplined. This is why we have things going on in this world where kids aren't respectful, where they very disrespectful because parents aren't disciplining their children. That doesn't mean to like beat your kids or whip them. That is no, I'm not saying that. Discipline is correction. When you have correction and discipleship with your kids, like you're gonna be in a better situation than just yeah, just straight up doing it the wrong way. And we're going to talk about that one day, how to do that. Hot tempered people must pay the penalty. If you rescue them once, you will have to do it again. Ain't that true? Get all advice and instruction you can so you will be wise the rest of your life. This is why we read in Proverbs, man. You can make plans, but the Lord purpose will prevail. We talked about that the last video. Loyalty make a person attracted. It's better to be poor than dishonest. Again, if we talk about honesty, and the most attractive thing is loyalty. I'm gonna be honest. If you a guy that wants a wife, loyalty is the most attractive thing a man can have. I guarantee you. It don't matter how bad it is. when like, let me take that back, because it's like, okay, if I'm loyal, then that mean I'm honest. Nah, so you still be like, I guess in a sense, like when you look at it, some people can be loyal, like as in don't cheat in a relationship, but they could be lying about other stuff. Um, so for me, like once I started being honest, which most of the time, if you like, I'll be real, if you're not cheating and you um telling the truth, you're gonna be in a really good position. Even if you was like, also if you just being honest, still it's better to be poor than dishonest. So even if you do something bad, no matter how bad it is, as long as you honest about your fault, like you're in a better position with your spouse than to lie about it. Don't lie. That's what I was trying to get to. Y'all had me going in a full circle on that one. Fear of the Lord leads to life, bringing security and protection from harm. Lazy people take food in their hand, but don't even lift it to their mouth. If you punish a mocker, the simple-minded will learn a lesson. If you correct the wise, they will be all the wiser. Children mistreat their father or chase away their mother. An embarrassment and public disgrace, or embarrassment and public disgrace. So true. If you start listening to instruction, my child, you will turn your back on knowledge. Gotta keep listening to instruction. A corrupt witness make mockery of justice. The mouth of the wicked goes down evil. Punishment is made for mockers, and the back of fools are made to be beaten. So I know a lot of people like to take that out of context. um 29. Like, why it says, why are they talking like that? Well, compare it. Messages. The wait, irreverent have to learn reverence. Oh, the irreverents have to learn reverence the hard way. Only a slap in the face bring full attention. So that's a clearer way of saying, like, when you don't show reverence to someone, to the Lord, the only way to bring their attention is a slap in the face. So sometimes that's why you have things happen in your life. Sometimes you gotta have bad things happen in your life just to humble yourself and start showing reverence to the Lord. Because I know a lot of people like, well, if you love me, why he'll do that? Maybe to get your attention. But anyway, I just want to thank everybody for checking Proverbs 19. Make sure y'all, if y'all really like this, make sure y'all hit like and subscribe. If y'all want to talk about any more other topics, we'll try to like start throwing in some other videos. But make sure y'all look out for some more shorts that I'll be dropping. I found out how to edit those. But anyway, I hope everyone have a great day or night. May God bless y'all and love y'all. I'm out.